Hello,
Hello.
everybody. DJ Verm here live in our Tuesday night show, Just Pure Talk. How you doing, guys? I know. I'm going to kick this off late.
We are late. I had to call Vermin home and wake him up from his nap.
And I had to keep AKAI calm and collected while he did that.
While I messaged him on WhatsApp, called one other number. Then I finally had to call his mobile number.
See, we could have had, if we had access.
I have two numbers and a mobile number. I called your WhatsApp number, your mobile number, and your home number. Your home number went to voicemail. I don't know if it's your business phone. We'll have to talk about that later. But
yeah, well, I just trying to get this off your face. There we go.
I've had a long day and a long week. So
a long day and a long week.
Yeah.
What has been going on that you took a 10-hour
So last week, Tuesday, my father passed. And
my sympathies.
Yeah. And it was a freak accident. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He we like to say, he died with his boots on. So he was working in the garage. Some stuff fell over on top of him, some really heavy stuff. And so I had to go home and deal with that. You know, my sister found him in the garage. But we've been going through everything, trying to find a will. There is no will. Trying to find, what he wanted done. He never really discussed it with anybody. Our options were very limited because of the accident. It was fast. It was quick. He didn't linger. And he was found 24 to 36 hours after it happened.
Oh, schmutz.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. So I drove home Wednesday last week, and I have been dealing with that ever since. And it's all good.
My heart's out to you and your family. So
he didn't want to go like wasting away in an old folks home or something like that. So maybe this was the best thing. It was just quick, fast, and sudden. And
our condolences.
Yep,
your
is what it is.
Prayers.
But here's the PSA about this. Please, dear God, if you're a man out there, have a fudging will so your family knows what goes where, so there's no arguments. 2, write down somewhere what you want done so your family doesn't have to worry about if they're doing the right thing.
Yeah. And where to look.
Yeah. And if you have we did find a will. You know whose will it was? Mine. When I was in the Army, they made us fill out wills, so our parents knew what to do with whatever we had. And it was taken care of.
Okay.
Yeah, every time I went to rec, I had to fill out. I had to update it.
Have you went to see some? What? I'm not going to say a lawyer, but is it a lawyer in your place?
They call it
Yeah, us it's a notaire in French, but
probate.
We got to do that too.
Yeah,
but here's the thing. So I called his bank, said, "Look, he's passed. Please stop anything from going onto his cards or whatever." And they went, "Oh, okay. Well, do you have a death certificate?" "No, he just died." And it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get a death certificate. Yeah. But you can't get a death certificate until you get a coroner's report. So we got a preliminary report read to us over the phone, but it'll be 6 to 8 weeks before the coroner's report's done. So I don't know how you can get a preliminary report and it takes 6 to 8 weeks to do the thing. It's a no foul play. It was an accident,
Yeah, that's where you see that the system's all wrong for that.
It is.
I mean,
and then then you got to figure out. Well, I got to figure out, the cable, the utilities I got to keep on in the house. So I got to call those guys. I got to call Ford Motor Credit because his truck. He just bought a truck. Come pick it up. he's not going to be making payments on it, so you might as well fix it and sell it.
Yeah.
You know, and then whatever our loss is on that, you know, we got to cover. You know, so that'll come out of the estate, whatever it is. So what? Pay the credit cards, pay off all the debt, and then
but
he didn't own much. So
yeah, you remember my mom died, and it was a little bit the same thing. We have all that shebang that goes on, and you got to figure out this, you got to figure out that. So yeah, but the one thing, we were able to get her a will, so at least it's more easier with a will. It's just the rest of the paperwork that is more complicated.
Yeah, my parents appointed my very smart son, he should have been a CPA, as brainy as he is about investments and finances and everything else. But they appointed him executor to their estate if when eventually they do pass and they're in their 80s, they're heading into their mid 80s. My dad's not, he's not in good health, and although it's funny, as he said, I see friends of mine who are in 10 times better health than me pass away, and here I just linger on. He's got everything from diabetes to heart disease, and
my dad was fit. My dad was still climbing trees. He was still lumberjacking.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. 77 years old, still scaling 60-foot trees with a chainsaw. The dude was fit.
Hey, Evil Vampy, how you doing tonight?
Hey, Evil Vampy. And so to get that phone, I mean, you know it's going to happen eventually. You're going to get that phone call. It's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Phone call no one wants.
And then all of a sudden, just like, you're like, what? And then you're trying to piece together all the pieces on like how it happened, like, all the little bits, because nobody was there to see it. Nobody was there for the first, whatever was going on, and you're going off police reports and what the inspector will tell you, and he's talking to my sister, and then she's relaying it to me, So you're playing a game of telephone, and you're like, you go to where it happened, and you're trying to figure out, okay, what happened here? Oh, this was stacked up to here, and this is what fell, and yeah.
Oh wow.
So.
Yeah, but it must be accidentally. It must be a little bit more complicated. And yes, Evil Vampy. Yeah,
how's it going? Yep, we're doing good. Just got back home. I just got back home, literally like an hour ago.
An hour. Okay.
Yeah, I've been unpacking the car and running around the house, and when my wife comes home, then I'm probably gonna have to jump off and spend some time with her because I've been gone for a week. So.
And you've been gone for everything that was going on with your father.
I left Wednesday morning, drove 10 hours out to Bellevue, Omaha area, stayed out there for a week, and I left this morning. And on the way out of town, I got a call from the funeral home that he was ready to pick up. So I was like, okay. So I deviated to the funeral home and picked up my dad. And then, yeah. So it was kind of like a road trip. He was sitting in the front seat, So it was kind of nice.
Yeah, but Evil Vampy, yes, he needs to go to bed. But the thing is, he's the one that called me up and said, we got to do our show.
I did. I needed to talk to somebody about it, I guess.
Yeah, he needed to talk. So we're giving him that hour to talk, and then he's going to go to bed.
Evil Vampy, AKAI's father passed away this past week, and he had to go.
I think she knows. I believe I told her. I can't remember.
She caught it before we got on or not. But for anyone else who might not be, who might be just joining us.
And my big thing is, write down, please, for your families and your loved ones, write down what you want done if you die.
There you go.
That way they don't have to worry if they're doing the right or wrong thing. write down your wishes. Do you want to be cremated? Do you want to be buried? Do you want to be, shot to orbit? Whatever. I want to be shot out of a cannon. So I say, cremate me, turn me into a cannonball, shoot me out of a cannon, and pass a bottle of scotch around. But
hold on. I just noticed something for the first time because I don't look at men very closely. I look at women a lot closer.
No, why?
Are those real baby blues, or are those contacts you're wearing that are blue?
Oh, they're au natural, bud.
Oh wow, you got some baby blue eyes. Baby blue.
You never saw his eyes before?
And I used to have bright yellow blonde hair back in the day, but as I get older, it turns more brown and gray.
No, that's what's happening
just
too.
for men helps with that.
Yeah, but write down what you want done. Please have a will. That way there's no I want. It's more like you're going to get this and be happy. So.
Yeah. No, I think I got everything except a casket. I need a casket. But I got the plot.
I'm not.
I got how I want. I don't want a dry eye in the house. That's what I told.
I don't want to be buried.
Well, I figured my dad already got me a plot. I might as well just
I figure. Do you know how much they costs for all that?
I want a 21 gun salute for my military service. I want that flag folded, handed to my widow.
I got the flag today. I got the flag today. They gave me the flag today too.
Good.
Oh yeah.
And then taps played, and then but at my funeral mass, I want that the Ave Maria or something that will just make everyone, even the most hardened biker, cry.
I'm not crying.
Who said you'll still be alive when
I'm gonna be that. If you die, I'm gonna come to your funeral just for the sole purpose to sit in the back of the church with a bottle of scotch and I'm gonna kick my feet up on the pew.
Damn straight.
Cheers.
Yeah. and then
You beat me, you fucker.
I'm gonna put in my will, make sure that Sam dumps a little bit on my coffin for me. I want you to pour a little bit of that aged bourbon right there, and here's one for you.
Yep, here's one for you and 10 for me.
There you go. everyone drinks around on me. Charge it to the estate.
No, I just don't. The way that funeral costs are getting with caskets and plots and everything, I can see the plot if you want to bury the ashes or something like that. But man, it's just so expensive. You're looking $7,000 to $15,000.
Dying. I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
I gotta live forever.
Go out in a great ball of fire. That way you don't have to worry about anything. You're already done.
My wife just said, "You're not allowed to die either."
Okay, my wife just got home, so I haven't seen her in a week. So I'm going to end my time on the show here. If I can, I'll be back later.
We'll hold down the fort.
Been nice getting for you guys.
All right. Yeah. Go take care of some business. All
yep.
Right.
Later.
Yeah. Okay.
Poor Kai.
Well,
now my face gets really huge because now it's just
usually you're always on the small side. Yeah, I understand that. So, what's going on in your life, buddy?
Oh, more work. No, we're enjoying. We got I showed you the new kitten last time we were on. She's getting a little bit bigger. Nala's running around like a champ and just a ball of energy. She just makes us all laugh and I don't know. My boss. Update on my boss's condition. So he's laid up till probably June or July. He needs like 3 more surgeries, and but they can't get the swelling to get out of his leg from where he had the compound fracture in his thigh, and they got shunts in his leg to drain it. But as soon as they can get that swelling down, said then they can do the next surgery. What I didn't even ask. It was turning my stomach. He's basically, his leg is on a board from his butt cheek down to his foot. He's got rods sticking out of his legs all the way down. He's got a brace on his knee. He's got his ankle is all in some kind of weird thing with like pins and stuff because I guess it was shattered, so they got to do reconstructive surgery there. His knee actually, he said, didn't get damaged at all. It was all above the knee and all below the knee. And he's like, which is weird because when his wife got in an accident, her knee was what got, nailed. So but she's doing much better. She's she should be up and starting physical therapy in probably 2 more. I think he said by end of April. So I am going to, according to his boss, who is now my boss, is going to told me I'm going to hold down his position and till further notice, and so it's a lot of work, but it is what it is. You got to step up to the plate and take care of business when time calls for it. But I ain't gonna gripe, they pay me the big bucks for that stuff. So what about you? What have you been up to?
A lot of things. Working, always working and working and working. Did I say working? Working.
Yeah,
and getting our new platform up and running. So now we're on Mixcloud. So we're also on SoundCloud, but now we're on Mixcloud because we're going to be shortly doing some, music directly. We're going to be redoing our music show. So maybe you're going to do one too. An hour show with music and talk, and we're going to teach you all that because I know you're going to want to be taught. So
yeah,
the one thing is,
say I have no experience in music, so you can.
No, that's it. So a lot of people came up to us and said, "Hey, we'd like to see your music shows come back, like we were on radio when we were on the radio station with Live 365." So I kind of talked to AKAI about it, and I said, we got Mixcloud. Mixcloud is a DJ platform. It's everything to do with music and broadcasting. So we could do live shows, live performance, and do our live shows like we used to do in the past. So, our hour shows of music, but people are going to be able to see us at the same time. So, so yes, we can do with this platform, but technically when we play music, we have to pay the royalties. So the best way to do the broadcasting live music shows should be done on Mixcloud because they pay the royalties. So that's the reason why Vermland Radio has always been legal and will always be legal. And already we're on SoundCloud, creating our mix and mashups, me and DJ Cedric's. So and now we're going to transfer that on Mixcloud because technically we want all royalties to be paid to all the artists, because if we don't pay money to our artists, well, we're not going to have music anymore. I mean, it's all about, I know they're millionaires, but I mean, they still produce, they still do stuff, they work a lot. And I've been watching Taylor Swift's biography they had on Netflix, and I can see how much work they put in, just her showing what she's doing. So how much work they put in studio hours and stuff like that makes it so, how can I say, outrageous to see that people just download and forget that, sometimes you do gotta pay. I mean, you want to make the music industry survive, So that's something that I've been working on to make sure that we do our legal stuff. And we're going to continue with this platform, but we'll see. Maybe later on we'll transfer. I know this works. I could work with different things and still broadcast to all our platforms. But I want to make sure that when we do our music, it's on that platform. So that's what I've been doing. And work.
So have you tried out the new turntable?
No, I'm still waiting. Yes, we are. Verms production is going to buy the new DDJ Pioneer FLX10. So we're going to be. I might do an unboxing thing. That would be good.
Yeah.
Record my unboxing, all my new toy, and be so happy and plug it up and get ready.
Christmas.
Yeah, for people that don't know out there, FLX10 is a complete controller, DJ controller, that does also the DMX music lighting. Everything is programmed directly into that controller. Makes it so exciting that DJs just need to concentrate themselves on performing and mixing. And it has all these different special effects. I could take out the drums, I could take out the voice, I could take out the music, there's a lot of stuff that you can do live. You're working on it and it's just going live. So you could create technically perfect mashups live instead of like doing all that 75 hours of production like we usually do when I do mashups, because you always have to think of this and that. And, you could totally create it live while you're mixing. So, I mean, I could shut off and already put that instrumental and just loop it up. And then the other one, I bring it into the other side, to the fourth channel or I'll say channel just to make sure, fourth channel. And then create that and then rebump that, respin it, and then throw that on the other side. It's crazy. There's so much that we do, and then it's going to be all productions to put on our Mixcloud. So
that's the kind of stuff I like learning about, because it's like I got a very technical mind. That's why I do the job that I love doing, and I've always loved technical readouts, things like that. The super nerdy stuff that most people don't.
Yeah, exactly.
It's to me, it's my thing. Some people might joke about it, but really, it takes a really technical-minded person to understand what the layman would. You and I could look at stuff like that and understand it, then somebody that has never messed with it looks at it and goes, "Hey, that's all Greek to me." You know what I mean? And so that's why I love doing learning new things like that, and get my hands in there and just it's just interesting. I love, that's why I built my own computer, because I was like, I just studied, and I took courses and then got into into that whole aspect of components and how they work together. And I guess it started when I was a kid, and I'd get in my dad's tools, and I'd go to my neighbor's house, and the neighbors, my neighbors' fathers would teach me. I'd just tell them, "Hey, show me something. Show me, how to do this, how to do that." And they realized real quickly, like, "Hey, you're a very hands-on, technical-minded type person that understands, this kind of stuff more than, other people do." So you got that's why I say you got, like, in the IT field, you got the components guys like me, and then you got the programmers, and the programmers are like the bookworms. They're the guys that can read binary language, like, and so there's two sides to the field. And then, well, if you want to count the cybersecurity, that's a third side of the field, because that's all by itself. But as far as repairing and programming, that's why I go in, I can pull the boxes, I can pull all the components, put them back in, test them all out, figure out why a board's not working and things like that. Then once we put it all back together, it's inspected, everything's done. Then you call in the programming department, and they come in, and these guys, they know exactly, hey, okay, this is what we need to do. And they start typing, and that's all they do. They sit in front of the screen after that, and then they got their little laptops, diagnostic equipment, things like that.
Okay.
So, anyways, yeah, I'm definitely, in a nutshell, very interested to learn how this system goes, and all ears once we get to that point. But yeah, definitely teach me. I'm all ears, kind of guy. So
yeah,
exactly. How's things in Canada? You guys getting any Alberta clippers lately? Have you had any cold snaps up there? Has it been pretty mild this winter?
Well, it's mild, man. I mean, it's been mild. I mean, well, -8 for us is nothing.
Well, what's
We're at
it?
-8. I mean, we usually we get these -20, 25, 30. -8.
Hold on. I got to figure what that is in Fahrenheit.
Yeah. You're right, but it's cold. It's cold for you guys. I can tell you. I mean,
let's see.
Yeah.
Would you say it's
minus sometimes 20, 25, 30 Celsius.
Celsius to Fahrenheit. So okay, you're saying that is minus what 8?
Yeah.
Be about 17 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's 17 now, but technically it could go up to minus 25, 30 here.
Ooh.
Yeah, go throw that. Go that minus, do the minus 30.
All right. Let me pull that back up here. Yeah, all right.
You're gonna be surprised.
Minus 30 is about minus 22 in Fahrenheit. So wow, that is butt cold. that's where your boogers start freezing.
Yeah, I can tell you. That's really cold.
Get your ski mask and stuff on, balaclava.
Yeah.
So
it's really cool.
Here where we live in southeastern Virginia, it's very temperate climate. So
okay.
We do get every once in a while, every few years we'll get a cold snap here and there, but it's been typical winter here is anywhere between well, let's reverse this. Hold on. Let's reverse this for you. So we say so it's about 13 degrees here in Celsius on average. You know, that's about an average, about 10 to 13 degrees is our average temperature.
Yeah.
But
Samurai's on, so he's been saying that he's just starting his day.
Hey, Samurai, how you been doing? What's going on?
So I'm taking just a second before we continue, taking just a second to let you know, guys, that Vermland Radio is on YouTube, and we are broadcasting for our YouTube at the moment. Please log in, hit the bell, subscribe, help us out, leave a comment. It's always good. Yeah, I can do it. If you have a phone, scan it. It's more easier. That's why we have that now. So you scan it. Go help us out. Subscribe to all our channels. We're all over the place. We got YouTube. We got what is it called? X. We got all these other platforms, Facebook, whatever. Just join us. Help us out. You know, every vote counts. So what are you trying to do? You're trying to. I threw that thing. So, ladies and gents,
I was pointing at the QR code.
Okay.
It's right in front of me. Lightening the mood a little bit after.
Outstanding, Samurai. Always happy to have you. Part of our show. You're part of our show now. Yeah. All the time. You're always there. You're faithful.
You're regular now. I haven't seen Ragnar yet. He should show up here soon if he
he should be there soon. Samurai, one day we should get you on the show with us. One day. Whenever you're ready, get on the show with us. Come and chat live. That'd be fun. So okay, going on. You like talking about politics. What's going on your end? And for one, I'm letting you open it. I'm letting you open it with politics tonight.
Oh.
Tonight's your politics time.
Well, for once, I have been so busy. I have not watched the news in probably a week since we almost 2 weeks. Well, about a week since we last talked. Having to do my job and my boss's job, I come home, I'm so damn tired. I'm play video games and go to bed or drink and watch a movie. And Nikki Haley, who's contender for the Republican side, is 30 points behind Trump and refuses to give up. Everyone's trying to get her. Watch your cell phone. Sorry. But she's refusing to give up the fight. She wants to stay until at least Super Tuesday. She was in the middle of some speech at a fundraising event, and I guess she was caught on camera crying about her husband, who's a major in the National Guard and is over at some refueling depot, I think in the Sinai, somewhere over there, somewhere in the Middle East. Not in anywhere in danger of his life. But then she just tried to make it. She started lying, saying, "Oh, my husband's it's in danger every day, and that's with all this stuff going on." And I'm like, your husband is he works in logistics or something like that. He sits behind a desk all day. Of course he's the woman running for president is going to make sure her husband is far from the battlefield. But
yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
Summer has wrote. I heard truck drivers are not delivering to New York because of the DOJ. What's the DOJ?
DOJ is the Department of Justice, and the Justice Department. They are part of the executive branch under the president. So for people who out there, real quick, the U.S. government has what we call separation of powers, which is you have the executive branch, the legislative branch, and the judicial branch. And you think that the Department of Justice would be part of the judicial branch, and it isn't. It's actually they report directly to Biden or whoever the president is. They're part of the executive branch, just like the Department of Defense and stuff like that. So the way it kind of works is the separation of powers keeps one branch from gaining power over any other branch, and they're not supposed to overstep each other's bounds. They all have, their roles in the government, and it's to prevent. It's supposed to prevent. Our founding fathers made it prevent anyone forming a monarchy or someone trying to be a dictator. So that way, if the president, let's say, tries to seize all the power and wants to be a true dictator, I'm talking about like Stalin type. The judicial can step in and say, no, that's unconstitutional. You can't do that. But the legislative branch can sit there and go, hey, yeah, that's totally unconstitutional. Now we're going to impeach you and kick you out of office. So
okay.
Power kind of they check and balance. It's all check and balances. So they check each other. So nothing could ever happen where that's why I laugh whenever somebody says, oh, Trump was a dictator. No, he wasn't, because they wouldn't allow that. Our Constitution would forbid that. But that's just political, what they call political rhetoric. It's just mudslinging, name calling.
Okay.
Anyways, so I don't know. Like I said, unfortunately, Samurai, I've been working so much this week. I barely caught the news to save my life. I do not know what's going on with the truck drivers delivering to New York. I just know that New York is a loser state and I'm talking major loser state. Their governor is sinking it into the 10th level of where, and the problem is that they tax their people too much. They put restrictions on all the businesses, and the problem is that now all the businesses and all the developers and landowners are pulling up and moving out to places like Texas, Wyoming, Indiana, Florida. They're getting away from all that high tax, and they're going to places where some states don't have personal property tax, like so they can operate on a cheaper scale without all the red tape to go through. So that might, I don't know if what's going on there. I have to research that and look it up. So unfortunately, I can't answer your question today about that.
That's good.
About the T word. It's about the T word, what they're doing. Oh, well, Trump. I don't know what the truckers associated with Trump, but Trump is so this wacko judge that has been overseeing this case. This guy's really weird. He posts he's kind of a disgraceful character. When he's not on the bench, he posts nude pictures of himself all over the place. He sits up there on the bench. He makes weird faces. The guy. This is totally unconstitutional because you got to remember, you're innocent till proven guilty. What this judge did was overstep his bounds and said, Trump, you're guilty of fraud without hearing any evidence, without any litigation, without any of the defense or prosecution talking before the case even started, said that Trump was guilty of fraud. Now, to be guilty of fraud, there has to be an injured victim. Like, let's say you didn't pay the bank their fair share. You undercut, or somebody got, there was fraudulent activity somewhere. Well, the bank in question that they are citing the fraud through has already stepped up and said he paid all his loans in full. He paid everything, including the interest. There's no injury, there's no fraud. He did everything according to law. And yet this judge still said he committed fraud. So it's just a total political thing. And so what they did is they said they're going to appeal, which means that he's got to take this, whatever it is, 300 or 400,000 or 400 million, put it into an escrow account or post a bond, which he could mix properties. Now, Trump owns. He co-owns a bunch of businesses in one district, in just one little section, like a 4-block radius. He owns almost half the properties down there. They're worth, basically all he has to do is cash in his amount, sell it to the other owner, shareholders, and he's got the amount he needs. It's basically like all he has to do is sell a couple of properties and boom, he's got that. It's not going to come out of his personal pocket. Basically.
No, it's not going to come out of his personal pocket, but we overheard in the news that he's doing a GoFundMe.
I don't know what that. There's a lot of rumors out there. I don't know what's true, what's not.
Okay. No, I'm just saying. I'm hearing it from our side.
Yeah, and a lot of people. There's a rumor board. So, so from what I understand of it, he'll appeal it once it goes to a regular court instead of this kangaroo court. That's all about show and stuff. They'll go before the appeals court, and then they'll take it more seriously. And at that point, they'll be like, you know what, it should be declared a mistrial because, first of all, right off the bat, the judge passes sentence without hearing any litigation. You can't do that in America. That's totally un-American and against the courts. And then that judge could face fines, disbarment, and all that because he did what he wasn't supposed to do. So they can make an example out of him. The most that will happen is he'll get dropped and nothing will come of it, and Trump's money gets returned to him, and the state of New York doesn't get anything, and they look like fools. So wrong side of history once again, but whatever. So what's going on with up in Canada? What's the news up in Canada? Anything interesting going on with Trudeau or the Canadian government?
There's so much of nothing. That's all I'm gonna say. There's so much of nothing. So
basically the same what's going on down here. So.
Yeah, every day is every day, just crap and whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm still proud to be a Canadian. So
yeah,
that's me. You're proud of being American. So I'm proud of being a North American. Is that better?
Yeah, no, I'm proud of being. I got Canadian family members on my mom's side of the family. I got when her family immigrated over.
Yeah, we both got two beautiful countries.
Yeah, so
and I'm happy
I've been to Toronto. I've been to Montreal. I've been to Quebec. I've been to several places over the course of my 50 so years on this God's green earth. So, and I will say. I did all my travels in the summertime or the spring after the thaw. So I've yet to experience one of those cold winters in Canada, but I've even been to. I took a fishing trip to Nova Scotia, which was quite awesome, and what do they say, land of Anna Green Gables, I guess, from the book. But each part of Canada I've been to, I've never had a problem with. I did run into a few miscreants in Toronto, but that's given. That's city life. Beautiful city. I had no issues with it. It was very hospitable people everywhere I went in Canada. Everyone wanted me to take a drink of something. So it was like, hey, here's a beer. Hey, here's another beer. Hey, try this alcohol. So, hey, let me take you to a bar. All my cousins and my aunts and uncles are all like, if you're not drinking, you're working. That's what they always say in Canada. If you're not drinking, you're working, or you're watching hockey. So
I think we got out Benji there.
So how's
Give me a second.
But I'm proud to be an American. I mean, I served my country in the U.S. Army, and it's a country that I love, and I have no regrets about my service, and never will. And I'm proud to have served the American people and worked side by side with the Canadian Army many times. I've worked with Canadian Special Forces as well as Canadian Airborne troops, and good bunch of guys, great bunch of people to work with, and very funny. They work hard and they play hard.
Do they?
I would say, at least on the military side, yes, they do work a lot harder than most people. But they know how to drink hard too. So
yeah, exactly.
But we had a lot of fun. I'd love to go. I told my wife I'd love to go back up to Canada sometime, and she's never been, and I think she'd get a kick out of it. I mean, the closest she's been is living in Michigan. So, Michigan is near Canada. So I think it used to be part of Canada way back in the 1700s.
Exactly.
We bought it through the French Purchase or something like that. So what else is new there? Verm, anything else new going on with the family? Everything status quo, or how's the wife and everyone doing?
Well, job's great. Oh, we got our buddy coming in. There we go.
Well, there he is.
Hey.
Camera's flickering out. We lost him.
We're there. You were there. Oh, there he is.
There he is. Got to get that camera working.
Testing 1, 2.
How you doing, guys?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Good. AKAI might come back. He had to dive out to spend some time with his wife. He's been out of town for a week. Unfortunately, his father passed away from a freak accident in the garage. He had to go take care of business and get all that settled out with his sister and figure out what to do. And then they decided, I guess, to cremate his father. And then but he just got back tonight, and so he dove out to spend some time with his wife, and said if he make it
happy
back
wife, happy life.
Yeah, gotta keep the wife.
Yeah, exactly.
He looked like he was about ready to fall asleep. He said it was like a 10.5-hour drive, I think he said, or 10-hour drive from Omaha to Colorado.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of driving. He had his dad in the front seat with him in the urn, so he said it was a nice little road trip with his pop.
Yeah, that's nice.
But yeah. Anyways, but we were talking before you came on. Verm and I changed the subject over to something like we talk politics.
Yeah, it's the first time I let him go with politics. I told him you could go with politics tonight. I'm giving you the right.
Oh no!
Not you. Him.
It was the one night.
How deep was that getting?
News in a week, so it was kind of like, okay. I was not ready for the politics. Like I was just thinking, damn, you asked me, and I haven't watched the news in a week.
Oh, jeez. So, have you had Fire Taz on recently? I know he's super busy now
I've
again.
not seen him in a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while. The last
I
time
think
he
the last
asked you,
time
you were
you
busy.
were on.
Yeah.
Well, he's really getting active. His doctor gave him a clean bill of health, and so he's basically back in the local fire department there, and he got super involved with that, which is, I mean, he did it for 35 years, so I mean, he's super happy to be back into that again. So, you know, more power
he's
to him.
proud. Yeah, but he's proud. He's proud to be a fireman. So
Now, is he
absolutely.
a career with them, or is he a volunteer?
No, it's a volunteer, completely volunteer. But because of his experience and whatnot, they have really incorporated into training recruits there and doing updates, seminars, and all that type of stuff. Yep. That's good for him.
Okay, so is he being like a trainer or?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. They've utilized him in a whole bunch of training courses there, you know, at all levels in the fire department. So, and including other local fire departments, from what I understand.
So that's crazy. That's good.
Yeah, absolutely. He loves it, you know. So I like that he's feeling so much better, and he's on the mend, and he's, you know, putting on some weight. He's feeling active, you know. More power to him.
Yeah, but that's good. And I know, yeah, because he had health issues, but at least that everything seems to be handling well.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yep. So
That's great.
he's, yeah, I'm glad. He even isn't. He doesn't even come and visit us on TeamSpeak, you know, much. So he's so busy, you know.
Oh God! Now that I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Oh God! So it's super crazy. Yeah, happy to have you aboard tonight. I know we were in late a little bit. That's because of me. I fell asleep on the couch like usual. I'm alone. My wife's on vacation. She's in Cuba.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. She's in Cuba. She left me alone. I mean, I told her to go. I said, go.
Well,
Go with your mom. Take your vacation. Right. It gives it a break for me and for her. So.
Absolutely. Well, you know, everyone's got to have a little, you know, space occasionally, you know, and, you know, just let them go do what they want to do, you know.
No, well, I'm that kind of guy. I mean, you know, I'm not, you know, do what you have to do. Yeah. It's simple. I'm happy to be in the snow, and you're happy to be in the sand. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm busy. I'm in the busy of doing something I said I was never going to do again after being at this house here for 2.5 years. We've decided to move about 4 hours straight north of us. So we're pretty dang close to the Canadian border up there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're going to, you know, so we found a honking really nice place, and we put in, you know, our offer, and it was accepted up there. And we've had people here. We had an open house. We had like 30 couples come and take a look at our house. They love the house, you know, but the interest rates are such down here that, you know, it's pretty tough, you know, to come up with that kind of money. But we did find one family here, and between, you know, they have rearranged their finances and got some help from their dad and whatnot. So, you know, I think it's about 95% sure that they're gonna go with it. So, which is good. It's a family. This is a big house, 5-bedroom, 2.5 bath. You know, it's just huge. Too big for us, actually. And so we're in the throes of doing all that work that you have to do to, you know, to buy and sell a house simultaneously. Yeah. It's stressful. Exactly. Very stressful.
It is. Are you with a house
a realtor?
Broker.
Yeah, we have a really good one. It's actually happened to be the same one we bought the house from to begin with.
Oh, good.
And we're working with the same company that financed us before, and so it's like an in-house finance, you know, which is a lot better because they can kind of make things easier for you, you know, as you move forward.
Oh, that's good. Well, congratulations. So you're going to be close to the border of Canada, but what part of Canada?
Well, I think it's Saskatchewan. So we're south of that in the very northern part by what's called Ely, Minnesota.
Okay, Ely, Minnesota. Okay.
It's way up there.
So you're going because you're where about again?
We are northwest of Minneapolis, St. Paul, about 40 miles.
Okay, so you're 40 miles away from the U. Where you going?
Well, no, we're.
No, you're higher up. No, you're higher up.
We're about a good 4 hours south of where the house is going to be.
Yeah. Okay. 4-hour drive. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
With your truck and all your furniture.
Yeah, we're going to go rent a 24-foot trailer. I got some friends that are going to haul some stuff for us, and it's still going to be about 4 trips, so back and forth.
Yeah, your big speakers, man, they're going to take the whole truck.
Not quite, no. Yeah. But my office and whatnot's probably going to take a lot of room, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just joking because I see your speakers in the back and they're really great. So, no, it's great to hear, man. That's something that's going to be it's going to change. So your house is going to be a little bit more smaller.
Well, this is the thing. It's actually about 500 feet larger, but it has less. This house has 5 bedrooms. The house we're buying has 3, so the bedrooms are bigger. And some other things are kind of bigger, but it's kind of even Steven there, you know. Less bedrooms, but the bedrooms are bigger. It is what it is.
No, you're right. I mean, there's a lot of changes going on, like, you know. So and anyways, when I get to a point where because my kids are still at home. When I get to a point where my kids are not going to be there anymore, maybe I am going to reconsider what I'm doing with the house. I mean, you know, it's big enough for 4, and if we go down to 2, well, it's going to be like kind of large. Luckily, I put some robots all over the place to clean the house, so yeah, I'm okay. I'm a robot guy, and people don't believe in it, but I do. I believe in it. I can tell you, my Roombas are going really great.
Mine are too. Mine works great. It's on a schedule every other day. It goes out, does its job, goes back.
My house is clean 3 times a week.
That's right. I agree.
Something that usually some people don't even do.
I'm still totally amazed at how much some things pick up, man. You know?
That's true. Yeah. Okay. They don't go under the sofa if there's a sofa, but I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you just need to pass the vacuum.
I mean, the dang thing is sometimes it goes for like, you know, 45 minutes straight, and then, you know, it either has to go back and recharge for a little bit, or it goes back and empties the bin, you know, and then goes back and tries to finish the job. So, yeah, I love it. We've had one for a while.
It does clean up, and I'm not doing a commercial for Roomba, but I'm going to do it anyways because I love so much the product. So, you know, I got the vacuum and I got the whatchamacallit there. I got Roomba, but the other one had the Java or whatever, the cleaner, the one that washes the floor.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh man, I forgot the name. Whatever, the one that washes the floor, and it does an extraordinary good job. People, I'm telling you, I mean, I at first when I got the kit, I was going like, well, then suddenly more and more were going on. I mean, I have to change those towels at the bottom, and and they're dirty like hell, and the house is clean, and you know, floors are clean, and good product. I mean, I'm happy. I gotta buy the new one. There's a new one out now. There's a new one that does the wash and the washes and it vacuums at the same time.
Oh, well, I may, you know, this was an i7 Roomba, and I've seen these here, and now this new house here, it only has 1 room in it that has carpet in it, and so a lot more mopping is going to be needed here, and so I'm thinking about maybe looking for something like that you know, that can do its, you know, help keep the house clean.
Yeah, I think it's the i9, by the way, if I'm sure, and it has that double action. So I'm laughing. Sorry, because I'm laughing because Samurai wrote. He goes, "I clean my house every day. It is the size of a handicap bathroom." So,
But we, the people that came into our house, during these 3 days, open house and whatnot, one thing
Yeah.
they commented about was how extremely clean the house was. And what they don't know is that most of the time our house is like that anyway.
okay.
We're just two people, and if you have a wife that's kind of, not exactly a clean freak, but she likes everything in order and likes things clean. And if you live
Yeah.
with a wife like that, your house will be clean.
Well, for sure. So
Yeah.
you're giving her a break with the Roombas.
Yeah. She actually named it Wilbur.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm serious. She willed it. She named it Wilbur.
yeah.
And occasionally she cusses it out and picks it up and puts it back, and whatever, because she's tired of hearing it.
Yeah.
They are a little bit loud, and it's scheduled at 2:00 every day. But no matter what, you can't please everyone, and she'll be doing something, talking on the phone or something, whatever, and it fires up over there. And yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I realized one thing because I got mine that got through the fire. So that's the one that's downstairs. It's in the basement where my studio is. I wanted to clean up the studio. I was able to save it. It was like just a little bit burnt out, but it works. Everything's gone. So it just reminds me of my house fire that I got every time I see it because it's a little bit burnt. And then I got the other two upstairs on the middle floor where I need one for the bedrooms, but in the middle floor. And they're the ones doing all the job, and it's like really exciting. No, I talk about it, and like I can't wait to buy the new one. So Roomba, if you're listening to me with all this commercial I just done for you, you should send me that new one, the i9. I'd be happy. Send me the i9. I'll give it a test now. Throw it out.
Does the one that you have its own little charging station with everything?
Charging with the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah,
So
with
it
the
cleans
vacuum
out.
cleaner.
I don't touch it at all. I just once in a while I have to clean it because
Yeah.
because I got cats and dogs. So I mean, their hair gets into the wheel, so you got to clean it out once in a while. So,
I like the message that just sends you on your email and stuff. Rumba is stuck. Some kind of stuff.
Roomba has done the job.
Yeah, completed the job. Yeah. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I know. Crazy. No, happy to have that. So yeah, we are already at that time almost. Yeah, because we crossed that 20 minutes. So we got you got 2 minutes to go. 2 more minutes to go, Ranger. What do you have to say?
Make sure you get on and to our website and check our inventory in our store. And for Vermland Radio, you can always enjoy people buying our stuff. You hit the QR code and wherever the heck that went to. I don't know. I'm trying to remember what AKAI always says about the store.
There you go. There's a QR code.
Hit the QR code. Join us every Tuesday for a stream, and tell your friends and family about us and pass the word along. Word of mouth is a great tool to use to let people know. The more people, the merrier. The larger the audience, the more we can do.
Right. You kind of done the job right. And don't forget, everybody, come to join us on Vermland Radio. We have our own website. You can come and join. Be a member, not a clan member. Be a member of the radio station.
I'll spit it out here.
Yeah.
His
Spit
call
it out.
days are coming back.
Yeah, spit it out. And if ever you want to join a great community, well, we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
The community of Vermland Radio.
I still got to ask permission with Benji down there. So, yeah, ladies and gents, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to be cutting this off. Samurai, I know you've been there, and everybody that was logged on, thank you very much. Evil Vampy that was on, thank you very much for being there. And see you all next week. And I won't sleep in my couch next week. I'll be there.